Assalamu alaikum, peace and greetings, everyone. I'm here. I'm looking at my tablet right now. This is Dr. Halim Naeem, president of Muslim Mental Health. Just in case you haven't gone through the program, just in case you haven't looked at everything we've got to offer this year, I'm gonna do it for you. This is a little treat. We put our little candid videos, as you can see, on our illustrious headquarters tonight. So I want to go through this with you real quick, just in case you might be wondering, who's these people speaking? What's happening? What do these people know? And all these other things. All right. So I'm just gonna kind of go through it, walk you through it, and it'll probably have a little more spice than a PDF file, hopefully. Okay. So we start, like we said, the conference this year is March 17th through the 20th. And we're starting the conference off right. The day is Thursday. We're starting the conference off right with a keynote address from the Director of Public Health in the city of Detroit. My man, my boy, went to college with Dr. Abdurrahman Al-Sayed. So he's going to be giving the keynote. And, I mean, this guy's amazing, Rhodes Scholar. I don't know if I tested his IQ or not, but it's probably somewhere like 250 or something like that. So he's a really cool, awesome guy. Love him to death. So he's going to be doing the keynote for about a half hour, and I'm really looking forward to it because he's really come in and made a lot of changes for the better for our city. Right after that, in terms of our first panel, we're starting it off right with a creation that came from us, the state of Muslim mental health. And we have different types of people from different parts of the state, different parts of the country, talking about where mental health is for the Muslims. And among those people, we have an imam, my man, Imam Jihad Safir, from California, a good, young, dynamic, knowledgeable imam. I'm really, really looking forward to seeing how the Michigan crowd takes to him and see what he has to say. I'm just really excited. We have Sister Naja Bazi, who's really gone international in terms of her notoriety and her fame, and one of our heroes in Detroit in terms of everything that she's done, the head and the founder of Zaman International. She's going to be on the panel talking about, from her perspective, what is happening to Muslims' mental health right now. I have my man, my good friend of mine, great friend of mine, Zain Shamroon, who's doing amazing things, a doctoral student in marital family therapy. He's going to be on the panel. He's doing amazing things, and he's also the head and the founder of probably one of the most innovative concepts in terms of narratives of pain. So this is going to be exciting. And then also a great, great young activist from around here, from the city of Detroit, Jabril Ahmed, is going to be on the panel. So with these different types of perspectives and these different people on this panel, it's going to be awesome. It's going to be amazing. So then we go, I mean, it just gets better. Like, so we do it. We have a diversity and ethics panel, and we have the former president of the American Psychological Association that's on it, Nadine Kaslow. It's not a panel, actually. She's just going to be talking by herself. I'm sorry. I've read that wrong. She's going to be talking by herself. The American Psychological Association is the largest mental health association, the largest mental health organization in the world. It has approximately 134,000 members in the organization. So for somebody as qualified and as busy, and in terms of her status, to come down and to be talking about diversity and ethics, again, we're beyond excited. We have lunch and a prayer and award presentation. We have Joe Lindstruth from Michigan Radio. I'm reading this right now. I'm just like, oh my gosh, this is awesome. Not for the first time, obviously, but I'm trying to help and read along with you. That we have Brother Wasimullah, who's the founder of Dream in Detroit. We're giving some awards there. This is going to be awesome. Later in the day, Kimberly Conkle, who's been an amazing advocate, amazing friend, and an amazing support for Muslim mental health, is going to be talking about is going to be talking about trauma-informed congregations. So she is from the White House. She is from the Department of Health, the country's health department, and she has been such a great support, a great friend, and a great advocate for not just Muslim mental health, but the Muslim community coming around. So we're excited to have her. We have mental health court with judges later that day. We have stress and resilience with imams and chaplains. So we have, I think Imam Majid. Imam Majid is he was a former ISNA president, probably one of the most popular and pivotal imams in the country because he's located in D.C. so knows all the important people for our country. He's, I think, going to be in Nigeria at the time, so he's going to actually call or have a telecast in. And we have local Imam Mardini, and our conference founder, our conference organizer, Dr. Farha Abbasi, is going to be moderating the thing. So, I mean, it's just real exciting. I'm not even done with the first day yet, but don't worry, I'm going to speed it up. So from 5:30 to 7:30, this is just for imams and just for the religious leaders. We have an opiate dependence training that Dr. Abbasi and Dr. Cynthia Arkin and Judge Linda Davis are going to be doing. And this is going to be amongst the first in the country in terms of opiates. And if you've been paying attention to the government, there's a big reaction and prevention going towards heroin and opiates. So then we have an amazing dinner on our own. We're going to take some people out, your choice, your option, but we have an amazing restaurant we suggest, for people to go to, and we want people to come along with us so we can do some extra networking, extra stuff. And then after that, that goes from 5:30 to 7:30. Then we have 8 o'clock. We have a movie, American Muslims: Fact versus Fiction. We go into Friday. I mean, that's just Thursday, So we go into Friday. We have we have breakfast. We have more panels. I'm just looking at this right now. We have more panels. We have a panel, and the Attorney General from Michigan. Yep, the Eastern District of Michigan, the United States Attorney Barbara McQuaid from Michigan. Also, Brandy Danini Melanson, U.S. Attorney's Office, the District of Massachusetts is coming in. So I mean, again, our theme is law, and it's the legal justice system's impact on Muslims' mental health. So again, we're really excited about that. We have Congresswoman Debbie Dingell doing the keynote. She was here last year and always very supportive of mental health. So, and she gave a very touching, very amazing presentation on how mental health has personally touched her family. So we're so grateful and so excited about this. And then for the first time in a few years, in a number of years, we have different tracks. We have a Muslim youth track, and then we have a Muslim youth track and an Islamic Social Services Association training track. And I'll get back to how impactful they've been in my life, really. And then we have the forensic panel with, just a number of amazing people from doctors, Omar Mahmoud, who's amazing, clinical psychologist, Muslim clinical psychologist, Human Kashavarzi from the Khalil Center in Chicago, Melody Dubash. We have, it's just amazing, and it's a big forensic panel. So that's going to be happening at the same time. So you're going to have to choose. And I got to throw another plug in for our app, the Hoover app. It'll have the scheduling, and you can make your itinerary. You can choose what you want to go through, what you want to go to, where, networking, everything. We're just so excited. This is going to be the conference this year. So that's in the beginning part of the day from 11:30 to 12:30. We go from 2 to 3. We do stress, a culture of stress and mental health. Again, this is getting into how our mental health is affected. And then on the other side, we have the Islamic Social Services Association. Islamic Social Services, I have to say, was the beginning of my personal activism in mental health. I remember the year, it was 2001, where I was just a 2000 and yeah 2001 2002, where I was a sophomore junior in college, majoring in psychology, and I heard about this conference, and I went there, and the warmth of everybody, the way it was treated, it provided the way I was treated, everything. They even paid my gas money. They don't know that I remember that, but they did. Me staying down there. That was my first like Muslim like mental health conference that I went to, and it was very deep on social services, everything. I can't thank them enough, and a lot of things wouldn't have developed for mental health in the community, in the Muslim community, the way it has. I believe without their contribution, without how they showed me and treated me, how they showed me kindness and treated me. So I'm always grateful to Dr. Anissa Nadir, Zarina Nadir Esquire, the Nadir family, and then also you're going to be there. My mother-in-law, Dr. Cheryl Lamine, she's on their board, and she's going to be doing the training as well. So they have this whole training for most of the day that's going to run concurrent. And on that other side, later in the day, is trauma and its impact on mental health information technology. So again, we have imams, medical doctors, everybody just in it. So this is just awesome. Iman Musa, Dr. Ayat Nashwan, Dr. Stan Bowie, and Dr. Aliyah Saeed. It's just so many doctors, so much. So it's awesome. I'm just going through it. And then even later in the day from 4 to 5, Islamic treatment. And then on the other side, innovative research. So it's just so many different people. I want you to see it. We have in innovative research, we have our own, who I'll highlight, Bunmi Uweyu Gasakia. She's going to be talking about the utilization of criminal justice system for domestic violence. So she's looking at exploring motivations, perceptions, and outcomes. This is awesome. This is right along what we're talking about. We have Nabila Wasi, who I met at another conference, a Black Muslim Psychology conference. We have a number of different people. This is, again, we're so excited. This is such a packed day. Things going concurrently. It's going to be awesome. And then again, in the nighttime, we do our dinner thing because people have really, really requested networking. They've really requested more connection, more time to spend with other people. So now we've really answered the call there. Then you have narrated at the nighttime, in the late night, late night, Friday night, you have narratives of pain, which really changed the game for a lot of things and a lot of people last year. Narratives of Pain, the first one that was done was at the Muslim Mental Health Conference last year. And it's it's a storytelling and a sharing of personal experiences, of certain pains, of things that have affected people, and just a platform for a number of people to listen. It's an amazing experience, especially to have that type of thing in the Muslim community, and even in any religious community where the culture is to kind of hide and to tone down some of these things. So it was nearly a magical experience to see that and to see how therapeutic and how cathartic it was just to get that type of burden off of people's backs. It's just amazing. So if you can make it, if you're not too tired after the day, that's the spot you want to be. There was hundreds of people there last year, and there's going to be hundreds of people there this year, God willing. So we're really, really excited about that. And then the last day we're going into, obviously we have our breakfast, and then we have a mini presentation for the Journal of Muslim Mental Health. The Journal of Muslim Mental Health is the only indexed Muslim mental health journal that there is. And the founder of it, my mentor, the guy who stayed along with me through all my ups and downs and rights and wrongs and all these different things, wanted me to get into psychiatry or something with mental health, but I ended up with psychology. But he was always there and caring and still working hard even to this day. Dr. Hamada Hamid, founder and the chief editor right now of the Journal of Muslim Mental Health. The stuff that's in the Journal of Muslim Mental Health is groundbreaking. Some of the instruments, some of the tests that I used in my dissertation came from the Journal of Muslim Mental Health. The first things that were normed and optimized for the Muslim population came out of there, and I used some of those things for my own dissertation. So it's always had an intimate connection with my work and what I have going on. We have book introductions. We have a Muslim advocacy panel. That's a bunch of different people. We have a very renowned professor, Juan Cole, is going to be there. He's part of the panel. We got the different lawyers that are going to be on there. It's just going to be, this is just awesome. So it's going to be a nice, big, hefty panel that's going to be talking about, again, Muslim advocacy. How do we advocate for the Muslim population? We'll have lunch from 12:30 to 2, and then we'll have a Black psychology panel. That's going to be awesome. We have Dr. Deborah Majid, who's written some amazing books, and Namira Islam. They're going to be talking specifically about Black Muslim psychology, and it's going to be very important, especially because, again, it's intersection with how the legal justice system has impacted blacks and Black Muslims, and how has that played out for the Muslim population. So as we get ready to close, we have the American Sharia law presentation. My man, Dr. Muhammad Khalil, who was very pivotal. I still remember I had some very important conversations. I went to school with him at the University of Michigan, and very important conversations in my own personal development moving forward. And I always remember them. So he's a director of the Muslim Studies program at Michigan State University. He's an adjunct professor. So, I'm just real excited again to be there. We have a mindfulness presentation. Dr. Anskiewicz, professor of psychology and neurology. So that's going to be awesome. And that's going to, we're going to close out with closing remarks and a invocation. So yeah, we're just really, really, really excited. And then even after that, after all that, we have the after the prayer later in the evening, we have the networking and my wife is going, Zarina Al-Amin Naeem's going to be doing a head wrap presentation, but kind of the psychology of head wrapping. That's going to be Saturday night. So that'll be the end of the Muslim Mental Health Conference in terms of presentations. But Sunday, we've been doing this for 3 and 4 years. Sunday, we have the mosque tour. We have the mosque tour and checkout after that. But the mosque tour goes from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Sunday. And we've had it for the past few years. It's been amazing. And we go to different mosques and just see what different people are doing. You don't have to obviously anybody goes, Muslims and non-Muslims have gone, and just to check it out and just to see it, it's awesome just in the community. So it's one thing to talk about it and have presentations about it, about Muslims and their communities, but to also go through the community and see the people in real life action, it's going to be amazing. So a couple things I want to highlight is, number one, the imams that are going to be there, the amount of imams and the imam support, that is going to be awesome. They have been extremely supportive ever since the conference came down here. So I want to, thank and send good praise to all of our imams who are coming through. And then we have the last thing, you already seen the post about it, but we have our app. We have the Hoover app that is being customized and developed as we speak for the Muslim Mental Health Conference. They have to finish up the customization, but when it comes, you want to have this thing downloaded because the first 300 people, and there's going to be a bunch of people this year, so the first 300 people, that's who gets to have the exclusive content and the networking and questions and answers and all different things that you may not get with paper and pencil. So we're trying to enhance the experience for our participants and answer the call to networking and different things. So having our own app takes us to the next level, and I'm really excited. I've downloaded, I've looked at demo events and what you can do, so I'm really looking forward to it and what we have going on. I know this is a long video. This might be a little longer than just skimming through and glancing through, but we've given you a 3-4 day conference in under 22 minutes. So hopefully we have given you a little bit more flavor and a little bit more enthusiasm to come to the conference, and we hope to see you soon. Thanks so much. Peace and greetings. Assalamu alaikum.